Hello, thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to share with you how to create your first VR experience. So first one, you can take a look the two things that I create. Yeah, pretty much you can use hand prefab inside OVR integration, kind of like a plugin. So yeah, so this is the first one. And let's take a look at the second one. Second one is the controller. Okay, so those two are the kind of like the demo that I want to share with you. So one is the controller, another one is kind of like more of a hand. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so first you need to download Oculus App. Okay, so go to Oculus and download the Oculus App. And then once you finish downloading Oculus App, then go to Menu. Click Menu, and then scroll down. Click Device, sorry. Okay, so click Device, Menu, Device. And then scroll down. Go to Developer Settings and make sure the developer mode is kind of like open. Yeah, so you can kind of like transforming your Oculus to your headset. And remember on this part, right? You need to connect. There will be a button, right? If you go to go here, right? Go to device, right? Click device. Mine is already connected, but yours you have to connect together. If you just purchase Oculus Quest, make sure you need to kind of like set up your headset first. So yeah, so when you kind of download the app and then you turn on your Oculus, so pretty much you need to sync both of them together so the Oculus knows which one, like let Oculus, let your app knows your Oculus, recognize your Oculus. Then you go to develop mode, right? And then remember to turn on it. Okay, so this is the phone setup. You need to do the phone setup first. So it will turn on your kind of syncing your Oculus Quest, either one or two, with your pair up with your phone. You need to do this. And second, you need to get the cable. You need to buy a cable, right? And make sure you plug into your computer. Yeah, when develop Oculus, you have to plug in. So Unity you can export the building files to your Oculus. So it all went through the cable. So USB 3, right? Or you can buy the Oculus Quest, kind of like it's called Link, Oculus Link. So yeah, remember to get this one. And then another one is Android file transfer. Remember to download it so later on you can kind of like transfer files from your Oculus to your desktop. This one is called Oculus Integration. Later on we will introduce we will pretty much use Oculus Integration, a lot of prefab, using a lot of it. So if you kind of open up a Unity asset store, yeah, and then you click here, like if you haven't downloaded, it should be download. Yeah, and then I've already downloaded, so you can click it, right, and it will show the package. yeah, Oculus Integration. Yeah, I've already imported, so yeah, so I'm pretty good. Yeah, you can click import, right? I think I've already imported, so I don't have to import it. Yeah, okay, so I can cancel it. So remember to import the Oculus Integration, so later on you can grab the prefab from it. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's see how I made it. Later on, I will walk you through the entire process. Okay, so first, if you go to the simple scene, okay, so I create a plan, right? You right click 3D object and insert a plan. And then you create a cube, right? Click 3D object and create a cube, right? And then later on you can drag OVR player. OVR player controller, drag in. Remember, you need to import, go to Oculus Asset Store, right? You need to download the Oculus Integration before you find the asset, because without importing Oculus Integration, you might not be able to. Yeah, so you need to go here, right? Open in Unity and import it. Or you can always go, go here, right? Search online, right? And Oculus Integration. Yeah. Yeah, you need to do this, right? You need to do Oculus Integration. And then inside the integration, there are a lot of frameworks you can start playing around. So this is a really good integration stuff. So you need to open in Unity and you need to import it. Yeah, I can show you, like, I won't really import it because I've already have it, right? If you see asset, there's Oculus, I've already have it. But you will see this dialog box and you need to hit import. Yeah, I don't have to hit import because I've already imported. Okay, cool. So yeah. Okay, so go to scene, go to Oculus OVR player controller, and if you expand it, right, you can see those are the kind of like the structure of it. Camera rig means that, it's the eyes of the kind of like the player, represent the player's eyes, right? So you can see there are a lot of different settings. And then, yeah, you can take a look which one you have, right? Oh, by the way, you have to go to the build setting, right? And remember to switch. For example, if you want to switch to Android, remember to click Android and then switch the platform. For example, like if I click something else. Okay, hold on a sec. Oh. It's running. Okay. Okay. Okay, for example, if you want to switch back to PC, right? And then you hit switch platform, right? But if you click Android, right? And there's a switch platform here, need to switch platform to Android. Okay, so that's kind of switch back and switch forward. So your default should be okay, it takes some time. Okay, once you hit switch platform, it should be switch back, right? Then you need to click Android and switch platform. So I just demo to show you how to switch platform. So yeah, so I switch back, and so you see like the Unity icon is going from Android to PC, but actually we need it to the Android. So I click this, and then you will switch back to Android. Okay, great. So this is first, right? And then second, you need to click Add Open Scene, right? Whatever scene you are right now, it will be added. So later on, you click it and hit delete. And yeah, just make sure that the scene that display here is the current scene. Okay, so, and then run device. Once you, link Oculus Quest to your computer, right? You should be able to see this. If not, remember to download the Android file transfer and then run it. So yeah, make sure, this Oculus Quest and your serial numbers is here. So yeah, refresh. Yeah. Okay. So build and run. Those two means that you want to build kind of like an APK on your kind of like a small app, temperate app inside your computer. So yeah, build and run means that it not only build a small app but run inside your Oculus Quest. Okay, so let's click player settings. Okay, so player settings, you see like go to XR plugin management. Yeah, and you will be default to here. Remember to click Oculus. Yeah, and in Oculus you can see all those. Before, you need to go to a lot of like different settings and trying to make sure all the checkbox was checked. But now it's very convenient. All you need to do is, you check Oculus, right? And Oculus will show up. So this is first thing you need to do. And the second one is go to player. You can go to company name, product name, version, right? Go here. Graphic APIs. Remember to take out the vacuum because we don't really need it and it will cause a lot of bugs. And the second one is here. Make sure it's your company name and the product name. And then here, minimal API. It was default to 23 for me, and for me everything runs pretty okay, so I just default to 23. Yeah. So this is the first and second time. Fixed time step, you can make it a little smaller so you can run faster. And the minimum allowed time step, it's 0.33333. It's like 6.3 after 0, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, very long number, but it will ensure that everything runs well in your Oculus. Okay, so those are the setup for Oculus. Yeah, what you need to do is, drag the OVR player controller right inside your scene. And then you can add two stuff inside it. Okay, so let me kind of close it, right? And then let me share with you again. So what you will see is this, right? OVR player controller forward direction, it has the direction, and also you will attach OVR camera rig. OVR camera rig pretty much is the headset, represent the headset of a player, right? And you can see left eye, central, right eye, right? And then track anchor. Under it, you can see left hand anchor and right hand anchor. So what we need to do is to place your two controller under those two anchors. So first, you need to detach them completely, right? And the second one is OVR controller prefab. Okay, so you can kind of put here those two because you have two controllers, right? Remember, it's right between left hand and right hand, right? Okay, so those two, right? And then once you have those two, you can kind of go to here, right? You can see which one you want, like Quest. Mine is Quest. And then, you know, you can just make sure that everything goes right. Yeah, you can go here, right? And you can change to touch control left and control right, or you can do mixed. It's all up to you, and it will show up differently because it's pretty much have different prefab for you to choose, right? So you can choose this is controller, or you can choose hand, left hand or right hand. It's all up to you. Okay, so yeah, once you do this, let me take a look. You should be fine. Yeah, you can take a look at each settings. Yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah, so pretty much it's ready to run. So once you finish this setting, then you press this button, you go build settings, right? And then you hit, remember to save it. Go here and you hit build and run. Yeah, pretty much you can see the scene should be look like this. Hold on a sec. Yeah, it should look like what we see that the controller was playing. Yeah, so pretty much this will be what you see. If you change to hands, you will see it will become the hands. Okay, so this is something that I want to show you, the first one, and the second one will be, take this out, test. Okay, so test. Pretty much I create a plane and bunch of cube, right? And I use OVR controller, and it's pretty much the same thing, but I changed to this to touch, right? You can change to hand and it will show up in hands, but right touch. If you show up, if you put hands, it will show up hands. If you put, you know, touch, it will show up in touch. Okay, so, and you can take a look. Oh yeah, remember those usually you can put controller and hands. Okay, so this is OVR camera rig. If you really only want to have hands, then you put hands only. If you want to have controllers only, you put controllers only. If you want to, in the scene you can swap from controller to hands, then you can select controller and hands. Okay, so that's pretty much everything's the same. So you save and then you run it. Right, build and run. Oh, remember to add open scene and delete this one, so you won't confuse. Okay, so yeah, you hit build and run, right? Yeah, and remember to plug in, use Oculus Link plugin to your headset while it is building, so it can kind of like detect. Yeah, so right now the file is transferring through the Oculus Link. Okay, cool. So you should be able to see this. Yeah, I pre-recorded, but you should be able to see the scene looks like this. Okay, cool. So let me redo it again, so make sure you understand. Okay, cool. So I kind of like start decompose the whole thing, and then if you can take a look now. Okay, so let's create another one. New project, right? And then 3D, and then project name VR setup 2. Yeah. Okay, so first we want to do the settings, change to Android device. Yeah, remember to sync your Oculus with your, I use Mac, so sync it to your Mac or PC. Yeah, and then switch platform. It takes some time. And then add open scene here. Go to player setting, right? First, default company, you can change to something that you like. And then product name, it will be the project name. Okay, go here. Make sure, yeah, I think it's pretty much help you to finish it. Okay, remember to take out the vacuum. Oh, it's under the player tab. 19, you can change to 23 if you like. Yeah, okay, so this is the first part. What you need to do is to take out the vacuum. Second, make sure the API is kind of a little higher. Yeah. Yeah, and I think the rest of it should be fine. Okay, go to XR plugin management. Click Oculus. Once Oculus being clicked, you go to Oculus, yeah, and it should be default, it should be fine. Quality, make sure shadow distance, let's make it 1, so we can get a better shadow, even though I still couldn't really see. It still looks very blurry, but it's much better. Okay, so time. Change it, make it a little smaller. And this one, yeah, I think it's kind of default back to that. Okay, so this is the setting. Okay, what we will do is to import. Yeah, we don't have to do that, but search the Oculus Integration and open in Unity. Remember to import it. Click import. Because we need all the prefab from here. Yeah, you just import it. Takes some time because the file is kind of big. Yeah, take some time. Yeah, it seems like there are some stuff that yeah. That is updating. Restart. Okay. Yeah, so I would say the VR setup in Unity is a lot of work. and you will encounter a lot of kind of failure, or get a lot of different failure experience. But all I want to say is just keep doing it and you will get there. Okay, so if you are interested in seeing different kind of like the frame, right? Kind of like frameworks, study cases, you can take a look all those things, right? For example, controller, it's kind of like pre-made stuff that you can have some fun. Yeah, different hands, different rooms. You can kind of build it and then sync up to your Unity and take a look, right? And also there are some I think it's here things. Yeah, so a lot of different things you can play around, and also yeah, something like this, right? Different different things, and you can kind of see like different, for example, like this one, you can grab stuff, right? Yeah, and this one is very interesting. Yeah, you can pretty much play the train locomotion and song under simple framework, under simple framework and usage. There are a lot of pre-made stuff that you can play with. Yeah, and UI and some scenes. Yeah, so all those stuff. Yeah, cool. And then what we are going to do is we are going to create our own scene. Go to scenes, right? What I would do is, go to sample. Okay, create a super simple plane. Yeah, and then I will create a material. Go to assets, right click, create folder, materials. Create materials. Yeah, you can make it blue. Click here, click albedo and make it blue. Okay, yeah, so this is kind of like the setting, and then also you go to search, assets, search, OVR player, controller, drag in. Okay, so this is like the default OVR player controller, and you click OVR camera rig. Yeah, click Quest. Mine is Quest. And then controllers only. You can do controllers and hands. Yeah, so yeah, save it. And those two, remember to you can prefab, unpack completely. Yeah, and then go here. You can do OVR controller. Yeah, and put this prefab right under this. Left anchor, you put one controller. Right anchor, you slot the OVR controller prefab. And remember this one, you can have I don't know, you can have right hand or left hand, right? Right hand, yeah, right. Left hand. Yeah, cool. Okay, so save it. And then go here and start build. Yeah, sample scene, add this, and yeah, build and run. Oh, okay. Let's see what's the arrow. Please render color space linear. Oh, player setting. Okay, so go to player settings. Go here, player settings, linear. Oh, okay. change to linear. Yeah, sometimes there are a lot of small things that you need to kind of change, but it's great that, on the debug mode, you can always take a look of all the buggy stuff and then, change to some settings and then make sure there's no bug. Yeah, so remember, a lot of stuff that when you develop VR, it takes a really long time just to import, export, and build. So yeah, make sure you that you kind of know it takes a lot of time just to run it. Yeah, so I would say every time when I build VR, um, you can, stretch or go out, walk around the neighborhood just to wait and wait and the build. Yeah, so I mean, the settings is kind of not really intuitive. You have to remember a lot of checkbox, or you will get a lot of arrows. But once you can build something inside VR space, you will feel much happier. Yeah, see the result. Yeah, but the building process is really long and usually you need to wait, debug. Yeah, and just like right now, right? Because sometimes it's hard to remember everything. So you have to, yeah, okay, finger crossed. Hopefully everything works. Okay, click build and run. Yep. So you just keep, like build and debug, build, debug. Yeah, and there's always something that, you didn't do it at the beginning, so you need to do it, and you probably need to wait 10 minutes and to customize small stuff. So it's really normal, and don't get frustrated. And yeah, I would say every time when building, I just clean up the house or go out, have a walk, breathe some fresh air. So that, yeah, because just look at the bar, feels like, oh, very slow. Yeah, but yeah, it's fine. It's running. And sometimes if you see the crash icon, I usually feel, yeah, yeah, because if it is crash, you probably sometimes you need to do it again. So yeah, just wish everything goes well and there's no bug and there's no crash. Yeah, but it's normal. And then as for VR stuff, I would say because it's still evolving, so sometimes you will see a lot of stuff. It's not working well, and there are always different updates, and sometimes different updates will conflict each other. So, for example, like when you see some documentation tutorials, and something works, but on your version it just didn't work, and it's really normal. So you have to figure out the right version, right plugin. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes things will conflict each other, and there will be bugs, and it's all really normal. So I would say working on VR is that everything changes so fast. Uh, you know, um, this month, if you develop a VR stuff, maybe next month you need to relearn something new. So yeah, so this is an industry that is evolving so fast. So yeah, so right now the tutorial that I made, maybe after 3 months, there will be something different. So this is something, but the thing is that once you know the principles, you can always customize according to the principles, because the principles is it's kind of foundation stuff. It's like the way that people build things, change things, if you understand the the foundation, then it might be much easier for you to start I would say start customize it. And I would say always go to Unity and type Oculus and see if there's like any Oculus integration change or anything. Yeah, go to the documentary and take a look of the VR foundation, or you can always take a look of online forums and see what's new, right? Yeah, so those are really helpful. And also, as for VR, I would say it's still changing, and there are so many things going on, right? So I would say developer becomes the designers, right? Because designer couldn't really see the big pictures on the flat file, right? Developer right now can look at the bigger picture by just develop inside the VR space. So this is a very interesting phenomena, and I would say that as for designers, learning how to build inside VR is very important. Yeah, it's still running. Yeah, it's moving. But what I would say is let it be, and when it's built, you go out, walk around, breathe, right? Breathe some fresh air. Yeah, it will finish, but it takes some time. So just let you know that it takes time. Yeah. Okay, hopefully this works. Ooh. Cool. Let's wait. Seems working. Yeah, great. Okay, so let me take a look of the headset. Okay, it didn't show the controller, so let's take a look what's going on with the controller. Yeah, so controller prefab, hand. Okay, so I think probably it's camera rig. Maybe hands only, right? Oh, I see. Probably it's not really OVR controller prefab, but I think if I make it controller, yeah, because this is controller. If I want a hand, I need to use hand, so it won't complete. Right controller, right? Right controller, and then go to OVR camera, and then controller only. Yeah, because it's controller. Now sometimes it needs to be consistent. Yeah, hopefully this works. Okay, now I am looking at the headset. Yes, I can see the controller. But for some reason, the right one is not showing really well. So let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Right. Need to right touch, left touch. Okay, again. Yeah, so pretty much just keep testing and keep learning. Okay. Okay, so pretty much later on I will share with you what I saw. Everything looks just right. Okay, so let me share with you what I see. Cool, everything just right. And then, okay, so let me share. So this is what I see. Yeah, so pretty much if you use controller, you need to put controller, right? So this is what I see just from the build. Okay, so yeah. So thank you so much for watching today's tutorials, and hopefully you can create a nice, cool setup for VR, for your first VR app. Thank you so much. Then I will see you next time. Bye bye.